Hello everyone, welcome to our online webinar. I am so excited to have you on board to share you a couple of tips and tricks to help you get started with creating an engaging online course. Okay, my name is Chandru and I'm a learning designer as well as a trainer from OpenLearning. Just need to open any browser that you like a Google Chrome or anything, and then type in openlearning.com and you can see our page. Okay, so if you notice this, many people are creating course in OpenLearning. There are very people. If you go to the OpenLearning platform, you pretty much you can see um, our marketplace, okay, where you can enroll in any of our courses. Like if we have a free courses, we have a paid courses. You also can create a courses. Okay, so that's our main objective today. I'm going to show you how to create courses today. To create a course in Open Learning, you need to go to our main page and scroll until you see the footer section. All right, and then click create a course. Okay, this is where I'm going to share you one of the important tips before this. All right. Before you start to create a course in open learning, like before you start doing all this technical thing, one of my advice is please come up with your course outline. Okay. Plan your course ahead in the piece of document and any template you have. Like I probably, if you're like creating a training program before this, you probably already created a training outline, right? Same thing. Creating an online course is same like creating any type of courses. Like you need to plan first. And in order to do that, one of the best way is creating an outline, structure your course in more meaningful way. Okay, so you can like have a very nice you can have a very good course title. You can define what's your course outcome, and then what's your first module, second module, and third module will be, and as well as you also can say in each modules what is the subtopic that you want to have and what is the learning activities that you want to have in order to achieve the learning outcome. So you need to plan everything in a piece of document first. Finalize everything. Okay, plan everything ahead. That will be easy. Okay, actually I already done. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to create a course, right? I'm also already create an outline. So let me share you my outline, how it's look like. Okay, and this is, here you go. Okay, basically this is my template. Okay, I prefer to use this template because it's easy for me and it's simple for me. This you can see I already like have a defined my target audience, my outcome, my course title, course overview and aim, as well as if you have like a final activity you plan, like you want students design anything after the end of the session, then you need to specify here. All right, and this is where you can see I already put some of the information like what's my first model, like a model zero, like orientation models we call it. Okay, some students are probably new, so you probably need to have some sort of like a beginner model, getting started model, or orientation model, and then only you go for the learning models, like what is a model one. Under the model one you can see my pages. I already like plan what is, I have 3 pages in model one, and what is the activities for each page, and what is the outcome is fulfilled. All right, so you can do constantly, like you can plan ahead. Pretty much you can use any template, whatever design you like it. Okay, so it doesn't matter. The only trick here is, only thing you need to remember that when you plan, make sure you build your topic in more meaningful way, like in a more structured way. All right, and also make sure you specify everything, like what is the content that you want to put in each page. What type of content is it? A video content? Is it infographic contents? Okay, and what activity that you want to put in that particular page, particular subtopic, and as well decide what outcome is fulfilled. All right, okay, so this is why planning is important. When you've done all the planning, when you already create a very good when you already have a very nice contents in a piece of document, like in a document, let's say you write everything, you prepare everything, then only come to the open learning and create a course. Okay, that's the plan. Okay, let me share this and then go back to my screen. All right, and then let me come back here. So now we already come back to this create a course page where when you click, go back to openlearning.com, and then when you click, when you scroll until the footer section, click a create course link, and then you will lead to this page. Okay, this is a page where you create your course. All right. So as you can see, this is where you can define your course name, your course URL, and institutions. Okay. So I'm going to create my course here. All right, since I already planned everything in my course outline, so I don't need to like come there and think, oh, what course title that I want to do, because planning everything here make things easier here, right? So I'm just gonna copy paste my cost for my cost course outline. Okay, my course title I want to have is actually how to deliver engaging online training. And as you can see, when I type my course name, the course URL is automatically generated. All right. But if you want to change your course URL, you can still do it. Okay, I'm just going to put demo. Right. So, wow, it say cannot. This URL is being taken and cannot be used, right? So when you put one thing you need to remember, this URL is have to be unique. If someone else already taken that URL, then you cannot use it. It's like a home address. Okay, you have to be unique in the internet. So so what you can do is you can put some numbers, anything to make it unique lah. So I'm gonna put my name here. All right, to make it unique. Okay, so now no one is taking this URL. Like that's great. You can use this URL, right? So one thing you need to remember is you can change your course name after you created your course, but you can't change your course URL. So that's why my advice is finalize your course title. Finalize your course title. Come up with a very engaging course title before you come to this page. Okay, in your course online, you can ask people, you can ask some other people opinion and come up with something a great course title, right? The third one is actually institutions. We also have a institutions. Okay, so let's say you create a course for your institution, then you need to put your institution name here. For my case, I'm not going to create for any institutions. Okay, let's say you create your institution subscribe to our yearly plan, and then let's say you are premium subscriber, then you can choose your institution name. Yeah, all right. So I'm not going to create for any institution. I'm just going to create for myself. So just going to put none. Right. So once you're happy with your course name, course URL, and institution, then you need to click create a course button. All right. So wait until like 1 minute or 2 minutes. Sometimes it can take 5 minutes to wait the course to be created. And there will be email sent to you or inbox that say that, hey, your course is successfully created. Yeah, I already received my email. All right. So you say it's already been supported from OpenLearning support. And there you go. I already have. So now, as you can see, this is my newly generated course. You can see there's some sort of tutorial from OpenLearning. Say they have a guide, everything. So I'm just going to click get started. Okay, so when you create an empty course, it basically will look like this. Okay, very empty. All right. You can see there's no banner. Yeah, there's an offline. That means course is currently in the draft mode. It's offline. Only course administrator can see. And in the left side is actually you can see there's a few left navigation panel, like there's a course setup, and then administer learner assessment and credential. Each have its own function, which we will go through in details later. All right, and then there should be a progress bar here, okay, which will later you will see. All right, So without ado, let's get started with our first most important thing, the second most important thing. So we already create a course. Second thing that I want to show you is how to create your course structure, your course structure. Okay, so you already plan your course structure in your course online document, right? You already plan everything very in a meaningful way. So we're gonna bring that in OpenLearning. So I'm gonna show you how to create the course structure in OpenLearning, the course you just created. All right. So without ado, in order to do that, you need to click course setup and then click contacts. All right. This is where you create your course structure in course content editor page. As you can see, there's a couple of like quick guides for you to help. If you're stuck, you can watch the quick guides, and then there's help page in the top right, right? So there always there's a guide for you, so you don't need to worry about that. So let's start with creating our first course structure. Remember when I say your course structure, right? Your course structure normally have modules, and inside the modules, the subtopic. Same thing. If let's say it's actually very easy to create a course, planning, creating structure until you don't need to worry about all the technical thing. Only thing you need to worry is actually creating engaging contents and activities. All this creating like a technical part is like a drag and drop and easy, something like that. No coding needed. Okay, so I'm going to follow my course outline to create the first course structure based on my outline. Okay, to create first you need to create your modules and then the pages inside that. But before that, we also have something called a module set. Okay, something you can create a module set. Think module set as a main folder, right? Some main folder under the main module set folder. There's a module. You can call it a subfolder. And after under the module, there's a pages. Okay, which is can be the topics. All right. So I'm not going to create any module set here. Since there's been already by default a module set has already been created for me called learning activities. I'm just going to use that. Okay. But if let's say you want to create your basically new module set, then you can do it here. Okay. Create a new module set. So let's start by creating our first model. So what is my first model? Okay, my first model is model 0 getting started. See how easy is this? Okay, since I already planned everything in the document, I only need to copy C and copy V to paste it. Okay, copy C to copy and copy V to paste. So no need to like type everything from scratch and everything, right? So yeah, and then click create the models. Voila, I already have my first models. And then if let's say you want to go and build a second model and third model, just need to build like this. What is my first model? This is my model 0, which is my orientation model. And my first model called model 1 plan. All right. And there you go. All right. Now I have two models, model 0 and model 1. And then if let's say you have like 4 models, you just need to build all your models nicely. And you also can move around the models like this. If you bring your mouse cursor on the right like this, you can see the cursors ought to be changed. And then you can like drag, you can move around. Okay, so you can see I'm moving to model 0 after model 1 and then something like that. This is how you also can drag. So easy, so flexible. All right. And then, wow, now we already have a models, right? I already have a model 0 and model 1. Next is I just need to create a pages, which some people call it a subtopic. That's where you put your contents. Okay, you need to put your contents. So we need to have a pages. In OpenLearning, we call it pages. It's actually some people refer that as subtopic, topics. subchapter or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to create my pages for model one. Okay, all right. What is my model one pages? I have a one page called introduction, and then create a page. And I also have the second page called structure your models and costs, right? Voila. All right. So you can see I already have two pages, and you also can reorganize your page if you want to. Okay, under the model one, let's say you want to reorganize your page, you can drag it, drop it like this. Okay. If you want to delete your pages, you just simply click this X icon in the top right, and then you will remove the page. And also, you'll probably wonder what is this browse template. Okay, this is the best thing about OpenLearning. We make everything easier for you to create a course. So if you click a browse template, we have a collection of learning activities, very good learning activities like ice-breaking activities, crowdsourcing activities, Socrative method activities, where you can easily copy all these pages like in your own existing course. Okay, later after you copy, you can edit whatever and remove whatever, don't no need and add something. So we have like all this existing template for you, okay, which make things easier. All right, sometimes I say, oh, I want to have a very good activities, and you can use our templates. Okay, so feel free to play with this. All right. And so now I already have two models and maybe a welcome page here. I'm going to bring my home page. Yeah. All right. So we already have a models and we already have a pages, right? So nice. We already basically already created a half cost structure. Okay, it's not full, right? So we already create a cost structure. Next, I'm going to want to show you is how to migrate your contents and activities in pages. Okay, let's do that. But in meanwhile, if you guys have any questions, any doubts, feel free to put your questions in Q&A section. Okay, later at the end of the session, I will definitely will ask that. Okay, I already allocate some time for you to answer your Q&A. Okay, let's start with the more migrating contents and activities. Okay, to add the contents activities very easy and as well as a very, I will say it's one of the easiest way. Okay, if you can drag and drop, then you can do this. Okay, so no coding or anything there. Only trick is you need to make things easier for you. I always advise course creators to create your contents first. Open a Google Docs, all right? Go and type what content you want to put in that pages. Type everything, okay? Type in more conversational tone, okay? Like the course itself is speaking to the learner, okay? Diverse your contents, okay? Let's say you want to have an infographic, you want to have an audio, you want to have a video. So diverse your contents. Make sure the contents are suitable for the learner. So instead of just upload a PowerPoint, PDF. Okay, so imagine in your face-to-face class when you have talking to your learner, right? So when you like talk to your learner by showing the slide, everything you say in your word, every word that you say by when showing the slide is supposed to be in written form. You should say it in written form or audio form or video form as a contents. So you cannot leave that part, okay? Because this is an online course, and online course must speak to the learner. You should have a full, complete. It should have a create a very engaging learning experience. You cannot like tell student just upload a PowerPoint and expect student just scroll and learn from the PowerPoint, right? So that's why I always advise create your content first Okay, create your outline and make sure you create your content in the Word document, video, everything prepared. Then only you come to the Open Learning and just migrate. Okay, all right. And so I already have a content for structure your models and cost page. So let's migrate the content for this page. To edit the page, you just need to click edit the page, also can, or you can click view the page where we lead to that page. And now we are already in this page. All right, and then click edit here. And then it will open a page editor tab. Okay, this is how page editor tab. As you can see, there's a two section, left and right. On the left side, we have these widgets. Okay, we call these widgets, content blocks, where you have, this is a widget where you use to migrate your contents and as well as create your activities. Okay, and on the right hand side is how the view will look like after you migrate, after you put it. So I already prepare all the contents in a piece of document. Okay, like I say, I I more prefer to prepare everything. Like you can see in this Word document, this is my contents. Like I already prepare everything, and so like what is a model one, the introduction, and what is the activity, like what is the second page, and the the written for the writing as well the video that I want to use it. Is it got any link or not? Any file? Okay, am I gonna put any file in the page or and as well as activity? So plan everything here in the episode document. It's make things easier just to migrate everything. You make things more easier and more time saving. Also, you can like because you plus you also sometimes also um, it also depend on your internet connection, right? It make things easier because you do everything offline, and then you only need to come online to migrate the contents. Okay, save the data as well, right? So let's migrate the content. So before that, there's a few things I want to highlight here, right? So if you look at this left tab, okay, in the widget, we have a couple of categories. If you click this part, we have a core, quiz, beta, integration, and advanced. Lot of categories, lot of widgets, but I'm not going to cover everything here. For this session, I'm only going to cover the core widgets because that's the most widget that you probably use in your course. Okay, so we're going to stick with our core widgets. And under the core widgets, we have a couple of three subcategories, which is a content widget, a posting widget, and interactive prompt widget. A content widget is actually the widget that you use to for your contents, a video contents, a text contents, a file contents like a PDF file and everything, audio contents like MP3, okay? And this is where this is the widget that you use to create contents. A posting widget is actually an interactive widget. It's like a widget that a student will interact with. Okay, this is a widget that you use to for your activities, or open-ended activities, right? Let's say you want to create a very open-ended activities like a discussion, crowdsourcing, sharing a project, sharing a video. Like you want student to do a video project and share the video. So all just open-ended activity. From there, you probably want student to discuss, peer review, right? So all this great, engaging, socially engaging activities. For that, you can use the posting widget. Okay. We said that we also have a quiz widget for close-ended activities, but I'm not going to show this for this webinar. So what you can do is you can later create your own course and play around with that. Okay. So that's for posting widget. So we have three post widget like post text, like people to type text, post image for people to upload image, and post file for people to upload a file like a PDF, a Word, a PowerPoint, and something like that. And interactive form widget is actually like a supplement widget that you can use in your activity to make your activity more engaging. Right? Right. Let's do this. Okay, let's create our contents. Okay, so first thing is one of the content is my first content is actually text content. Okay, so I'm gonna copy paste from my Word document and then I'm gonna paste it. So I already copy here, and then you can see if you want to have a text widget, um, just click a text widget. You can either drag like this or you can click it. Okay, since by default it's already been here one, so I'm just going to use this. Right, so Control V. Voila, already have a very nice cost widget. See how easy is this one? So let's make this thing a bigger, since this is a title. So format heading, I'm gonna make this thing a little bit bigger. I want to put it in the middle. All right, no, left is nice. Okay, all right, so then we have a very nice, right, content. Let's say you want to put a picture, like an image, to make your contents look nice instead of text. Oh, I want to put some picture on the left. Yeah, you can. So you can edit this, you can add the picture by clicking this icon here, and let's upload a very nice image. Okay, and then click select file, and there we go. Yes. So you even can define the size. I'm just going to put 300 times 208. Yeah, maybe a mix styles. Okay, maybe choose a grid style like auto size. I want it to float left, have a shadow, frame border, or okay. And either I also can make it center right, if float right if you want, or center. But I'm just gonna stick with the float left. Yeah. All right. That's good. And once you're happy with everything, then click done. Okay. So now we already have a very first widget, right? So let's say you want to add more content text widget, you can add down, or you can put drag and drop new text widget. Okay. So I'm just gonna put all my text widget, all my contents here. Okay. For my second subtopic inside this page, maybe a second widget. Okay. And then this will be my page bigger. You can change the color if you want to. Okay, maybe color like green. All right, and now, okay. So the next is going to show how to add a video. All right, so you also can add a video in OpenLearning platform. So there's a few things to add a video. You can use a video widget. Okay. So the video widgets is, if you want to add a video widget, just drag and put it your video widgets. Yeah. And then click add a video. Click setup to add the video. All right. So there's a two-way you can add a video in OpenLearning. So, one is you can use a video from YouTube or Vimeo. Okay. So you just need to get the link from YouTube or Vimeo and then paste it as a URL here. Or you can upload a file, like we support MP4 file, and maximum size almost for 5 GB. Okay, each video. And please don't do that because a video it'll be great if your video is short, simple, interactive. Yeah, so it won't make your student bored. Okay, make sure the video less than 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and then also say the important points only. Okay, so you can create a video by using any third-party tools you're familiar with, and once that, save as an MP4 file, and then you can upload here. Right. So for my case, I already found a very great video in YouTube. Okay. So I'm just gonna paste the URL here. Okay. You either can choose play automatically or loop playback, but not in my case. Okay. Click done once you've done it. So you can see I have a video here, right? That's the thing. But video looks so big. It takes all my space. So I want to make things a little bit nicer for me. Okay, we make it nice the video. So one way I can do this is make the video to shrink to half width. All right. So I click this button. As you can see, there's a one small icon on the top right, the video widget. Okay, expand to full width, expand to half width. So you can click that to make it bigger or make it smaller like this. And maybe then you also can change its locations. Okay, maybe I want to put one more. You also can put one more content widget here. Okay, my plan is put a content widget because I want to say what this video is all about. Okay, we cannot expect we put a video and the student expect student just play and watch the video. We need to put some instructions. This is an online course. Put instruction in every single detail that you want your students to do. So I want student to watch the video. So I put my instructions. Um, so even I write that one. Yeah, watch the video on the left where it is run down some specific thing. Okay. All right. So say what is all about, and then student will definitely do it. Okay. That's why I say when you create a page, make sure it's conversation like the course talking to your students instead of like hoping your student will just know. All right. Okay. Okay. And then one more thing is I'm going to show is, let's say you want to put some articles, like further read articles, you can do that. Okay. Like an article you want student to read. So I'm going to drag one more text widget. Okay. Yeah. To put the article and then click setup. Okay, to put an article or link, then you can use a link and also this one insert media, right? So I'm just going to use this insert embedded media link to embed my the article. So this is a very good article. Okay, and as well, please don't forget put instruction, tell students to click the link and read the articles. And maybe from there you can start the discussions, hey, what do you think about this article? In the article, you mentioned about this. What's your own thoughts about it? You can do something like that. Okay, so you can see there's already been I already linked it. Hold on until the things come. Okay, it's not working. Okay. Maybe sometimes embedding they won't it depend if they allow or not. Okay, some articles they won't allow embedding. Okay, okay. If that's the case, I just can put it a link. Wait. Okay. Again, let's give a try one more. Voila. Okay. Now it's already like a half embedded. Okay. So you can either put like this and you also can put link if you want to. Right? All right. Next is what? And now you got all the pieces. So next I'm going to show you how to upload your file widget. Okay. To upload a file widget, it's so very easy. This is where you need to use the file, like a file like a PDF, PowerPoint, Excel, all this we call it a file. If you want to put that in your course, then you need to use this file widget. Okay, let's add that. Okay, before that, I want to put some instruction using a text widget. And click setup, and then now that you got all the pieces, time to put together, you create a course or an example. So to add the file, just click drag and put a file. Click setup. And you can see there's a few options for file. What you can do is you can hide the preview of your file. Let's say you want student to see the file. You don't want student to see the file, then you hide the preview. If you want student to, if you don't want student to download, then you hide the download link. For my case, I'm okay with either. Okay. So let's upload a file. Okay. Yeah. So this is a PDF file I want to upload. So I want student to view this PDF file, and then probably I also want them to download. Okay. So I'm going to leave this two, and then I'm going to click that. Okay, and then you can see there's already been a file. Okay, so we have a different type of content. We have a text, we have an image, you just can put the infographic, we have an article, and then we have a file, and then you have like I want to put audio also can. Voila, this is how you create a content. Okay, in OpenLearning, drag and drop, very easy. Okay. Okay, now I already show you how to create a contents. What's next? Activities. A great online course must have an activities. Without the activities, there you wouldn't know if your student fulfill the outcomes or not. Okay, activities very important. Okay, this is where one of the best thing in open learning. Okay, if let's say your online training provider, right? One of the love best thing is you can create different range of activities on planning totally in your own control. You can, like I said earlier, you can create more open-ended activity like Socratic dialogue or discussions, case study review, or anything, or close-ended activity like quiz. Okay, so I will create the activities for this course, for this page, this particular page. So let's do that. But before you start creating activity, number one, you need to create an instruction for the activity. You must have an instruction. What you want your students to do. All right. Okay. Before they share anything, you must tell them to do. Okay. In order to do that, you must, one way you can do that using the text widget again. Okay. So let's drop one more text widget. So I have this content here. Maybe I want to put some nice space here. Maybe for that, I want to use a white space widget. A white space widget is not technically a content widget. You can call it a beautification widget where it leaves a space between two widgets. Okay, so you can see I put a white space widget to leave a space between my contents and activities. And so let's create instructions. Let's create activity instructions. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Click setup, and then I'm gonna create activities. Right. Okay, the activities are about you want student to create their own course online. Okay, so let's start it. But before that, what you can do is you can make the format. You can add some container. All right, make this activity stand different than your content. So I'm gonna make this. Gonna add this container, right? And then what you can do is you also can make this thing bigger, right? And there you go. Can you see the container that I put the container? Yeah. All right. And then what else you can do to make your activity stand? How about an icon? Okay. So I'm going to upload the icon. Okay. Let's upload an icon. You can find a very nice icon. You can create your own icon in a site like Canva, or you can also can find from Freepik if you have a premium, if you're a premium subscriber. Okay. Let's add this. Oh, that's so big. I'm just going to make the style a little bit be circular. Flow left, shadow, okay, frame, okay. But it's so big, instead of like under 60, maybe 50. All right. But it's so small. Okay, maybe under. Sometimes, if you let's say you have put all this size, make sure you write down all this size somewhere else. So you can apply the same size throughout your course. Okay, make sure you write on. So now we already have um, a activity instruction. So this is a thing that you want a student to do. Okay, so I want student to download a template. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a template download function in the middle of this. Okay, so for that I'm gonna use this file widget again, and then click setup and upload the file. So if in order for students to download the image. Mm, okay. All right, do this. So I'm going to hide the preview. Okay, so there's an instruction and there's a sample template for student to download, and then they can fill in all this thing. And then, so what's next? So let's say they already done everything. Where they're going to upload, right? So you need to tell them the instruction. You need to put the instruction, tell them to upload. That's one thing is missing here. So let's put that instruction. And I'm gonna see. So the idea is, this is where you need to choose a correct widgets, right? So the idea is we want student to download a template, like a file, and then we want them to upload again. So this is where you need to choose a correct posting widget. If you want your student to share text, then you use a post text widget. If you want your student to share image, then you use a post image widget. If let's say it's a file, this is a file, right? Then you need to use a post file. So if you accidentally use the wrong widget, let's say you want student to upload a file, then you accidentally put the post text. Then that's kind of wrong. Okay, so you need to always make sure that you choose a proper posting widget. So I already like put the widgets here, posting widget. There you go. So what you can do is you can click setup and change your label, drop tags. Even for this, I'm gonna change my allow file type to document, since, and then done. Okay. So there's also other setting like compilation setting, share setting. Feel free to explore later when you do it all. Okay. So once I already put my post file, you can see there's a one more widget down called gallery, right? Gallery widget is one of the most important widget. It comes in a pair with the posting widget. All right. This is where the student will see the works, other students' work. They will, after they upload in this box, and it will appear here. Okay, in the collection. Okay. There are also a couple of further setting that you can do under the setup. All right. So feel free to play with it. So now you can notice that after you're happy with everything, like all your structure, everything, don't forget to click view here. And there you go. You already have your first page done. Simple, easy, straightforward, only take like a one page, only take like a couple of minutes. So I already like upload all my contents, already have an activity for them to do. And then I can do the same, I can apply the same practice throughout all the pages. All right. So this is how you create your contents and as well as you create your activities. Okay, so it's very easy, very simple, and very straightforward. And you can, if you have any question about this, feel free to ask in the Q&A section. Okay, so what's next? Let's recap and what we already done so far. We already create a course in OpenLearning. We already create a course structure. We already migrate the content, and we already create activities. So what's next? Okay, the next thing is you need to do for all your pages. One thing is you need to make sure that all your pages are standby, and you make sure that you already put the contents, you already create activities, everything should be complete. And the last, one of the last part you can do is beautifications. we call it beautification of learning, is make your page more beautiful, okay, more appealing. Okay, well, so there's a few way you can do that. Okay, one is you can upload images throughout your page to make it your course more visually nice. Get a very nice picture and then put it nicely. And then you can also upload a course banner, course thumbnail, and change your costing. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that. All right. Okay, let's start with the course banner. In order to change the cost banner, I recommend you to create the cost banner in using a third-party tool. Can be Adobe Illustrator, or you also can use Canva. Canva is very simple. Canva.net. So there's a free version, there's a premium versions. Okay, um, I really recommend a premium versions, but it's totally up to you. So what you can do is you can create a cost banner there. Not only cost banner, you also can create contents there, like the infographic or anything like icons, everything in Canva, right? So, but I'm not going to do any Canva demo here today. So I will create a banner. I'm going to show you where to upload it. So to upload the cost banner, go to the click cost setup, this part on the left navigation panel, and then click appearance, right? Okay. So in the appearance, and then make sure you click this button, click change banner, click choose file, and then upload your banner. Okay, and then click save. Give it some, depend on your internet connection, how fast is it, and then there you go. It's quite fast, yeah. So the banner already been uploaded. If you want to know the size and width of the banner size, the recommended size, can you see this small eye icon? Okay, bring your mouse cursor there, and then you will say what is the dimension, the recommended dimension. Okay, so it's a 2340 pixel by 340 pixel. Okay, so you need to put the same width in the canvas when you create one. So let's refresh this, and then you can see there's been already a banner. Okay, so very nice, right? Okay, this is actually overlapping, and I just gonna untick this. Show cost banner. All right, and then it's gone. Okay, since I already put the cost banner. Oh, so this is offline, right? Later, when you when you make your cost go online, then it will be gone. All right, so we already upload the cost banner. And then second thing is I want to show how to change the theme. Okay, this is where you change your cost theme. You can put any color you want. All right. I strongly advise you to double check with come up with any theme color you think is suitable for a cost title, and close. Okay. So I'm going to stick with this theme color. Okay. I'm happy with this theme color, and also background color. I'm okay with white. Okay. And there you go. But basically, this is how you change your theme color and banner. If you want to change your cost thumbnail, then you can do that in general, right? Under cost setup general. So you can change your cost thumbnail, yeah, in this part, right? So the third beautification you can see is the page thumbnail. The page thumbnail, right? This page thumbnail, you can see all these pages are created a little bit look ugly. So what you can do is we can upload a picture to make it nice, right? So remember the cost that page that we just edited just now? I'm going to upload a picture for that page thumbnail. So in order to do that, you need to click edit again. Can you see the small icon here? Right? Okay, click that. And there you go. I'm just gonna upload this. Yeah. Okay, when you upload your page thumbnail, make sure it's related to the topic. Okay, make sure the picture and the topic is related. You cannot like talk about the car and then upload a train picture, right? So make sure you find a very related picture. Okay, So we already done it. Okay. All right, nice. So next thing is what you can do is you need to what you can do is you need to add your course outcome under the course setup outcome page, and you also need to edit your landing page. Okay, let's say you want to edit your landing page, you can do that in course setup landing page. All right, landing page is very important. That's the first page the student will click before they join your course. Okay, that's like your selling page, that's your brochure. Okay, so the landing page is you need to edit that first. Some people are edit before they do the content editing, some people do that last, depend on you. So if you want to do it, you can do it in the landing page, right? All right, so we already have set up everything. So let's say we already like creating structure, we already like add the contents and activities. Then we already done some beautification to make costs look nicer. So what's next, right? The final thing is to make sure your course ready for launch. But before that, you need to do a couple of settings in order to decide how your course want to be launched, how your course want to be delivered. Sorry. So one of the things that I want to highlight here is actually most important is a feature called class. All right. So it's actually under the course setup general, right? Okay. Class, think that as a cohort. Okay, let's say you have a course and then you want to split by group. And let's say cohort one, cohort two, or you want to offer by time. Like say I want to offer this course. First group is from May to June, second group from August to December. Then you can split by class. So the best thing is student will see all the content are same basically, but the student activity submission will be different according to the class. Okay, so the way where you can create the class is actually under the course setup general, and you click, you scroll until you see this section called classes in your course. Okay, by default there's been already a one class already been created for me called class of 2021, but you can create a new class by clicking this button here, and then this is where you can do a couple of settings. Like you can choose your enrollment type, your enrollment cost, and access time in the different panel. Okay. The first, you also can change your class name. Let's say I want to change to class of May 2021 to August 2021. Okay, I'm just gonna run for the few months. And then is it your enrollment you want to be public, private, or private access code, or private manual enrollment? The difference is if you choose public, then student can join anytime, any student can join. Okay. And if you choose private access code, then you need to type in the access code, and then you need to give to student to access the course. And if you choose a private manual enrollment, then you need to add your student manually using email, right? That's the only difference. So my case is I'm going to choose public. Okay. And under the public, you can choose either free or paid. But the trick here is if you choose private, then you cannot choose a paid course. You cannot have a paid private course. Okay, you only can have a public paid course. So my course, I'm going to make it a paid course, right? And then under that, maybe there's a few currency for you to choose, like a 4 currency, and then maybe 19 ringgit, right? Then once you're happy with all this thing, and then just click create and new classes are being created. Okay, so remember you only can have a one public course per time. Okay, so that's how you create a class. Okay, if you want to learn more about the class, we have a help page here. All right, you can scroll and learn more. The second thing I want to highlight here is actually the timeline. How you want to set how you want student to access the course when. Okay, so in order to set up that timeline, this is where it's not in the course setup actually. It's in under the administrative learner. Okay, and click learner, click timeline. Okay, this is where you can decide your course start date, end date. Okay, and also class spacing. What is my class access time? Okay, I want my class to start on the maybe on the 1st of May, 12 a.m. and then enrollment date. Okay, maybe I want to stop the enrollment in the middle of May. Okay, so and I want this class to maybe stop at June 30th. Okay, give it one time. Right, so you can choose this time for your start date, enrollment close date, or end date. If you don't want enrollment close date, you can make it clear. Okay, all these settings are optional. It's totally up to you if you want to do it or not. Okay, this is how you set up your class access time. And then the class spacing is one more setting. I really love this. Okay, we have three setting under the class spacing. How you want student to access your class contents, right? The first one is open mode. The second we call it a self-paced, and the third we call schedule. Don't get confused with all this name. The important thing is what you do. All right. So open mode is actually, if you choose open mode, your students can access all your course contents model anytime. Okay, if you say your class already started, until the class over, they can access the models anytime. Okay, they even can skip models. Let's say they do model 2 and then go back to the model 1. They go to model 4 first and then they do come back to model 0. So they can jump around there. It's more like a free flexible, right? That's how open book setting will do. If you choose a self-paced, basically that also considers self-paced where students go in their own timing. Okay, they're from start date to end date, but the only difference here is student cannot jump models. Let's say they have to fully finish model 1, get 100% completion rate in all the topic in model 1, then only the model 2 will be unlocked. They need to complete all the model 2, then only model 3 will be unlocked. So that's pretty much the self-paced will do. All right. Um, so the third one is schedule. Okay, this give you a very good time. This give you more control over the timing and also the date. Okay, let's say you have like 3 models, right? And I want this particular model open on this particular date, this particular model open on this particular date, and then only student can access the particular model. So for my case is I want model 0 to open on the first week, and maybe model 1 I want to open on the second week. Okay, so give them some time, like say in order for them to do lah. All right, so they can do all the model 0 first, getting introduced themselves, play around, then on the model 1 will be unlocked on the second week. So you can do that. Once you can do that, you can see the setting already being done. All right. So this is actually how you decide the models. And page due dates and access time is actually if you want to set per page, not per model. Okay, if you want to set up access time for particular page, then this is where you do it under this section. All right. Okay. So this is now we already like set up the time and everything. The next is what? Make your course go online. Okay. If you before do that, I strongly advise you to go to the course setup and setup wizard. Okay. Go to the course setup and setup wizard, and we have a very good checklist here. All right, very nice checklist, and you can see you can go through all these checklists and make sure you already done everything in order to your course to be fully good, great online course. Okay, that's all in the setup wizard. And let's say one beautiful thing that I mentioned is we have this thing called open learning marketplace. Okay, you're a trainer, right? You want to market your course, you want to make money, then you want to gain some income, right? So we have this marketplace, a great place actually, all right, where you can submit your course in our marketplace. But in order to do that, we will your course need to pass our course quality criteria, right? So what you can do is you can come to this after you've done everything like a beautification, you go to checklist, you're happy with everything. Then what you can do is you come to this setup with a page. and then you click this listing in OpenLearning, this section, step 3. Okay, and okay, I'm gonna close this and click this one, request to be listed. And then we send us your course, you send us an email where we have our team that we will review your course. If let's say your course needs some amendment, we give you some help, feedback, then you can go and make amendment and list it, request to be listed again. Okay, if you want to know what is the criteria, then it's already been here. Click here to learn more about our course quality guideline review process. Okay, just need to have a thing in the help post page. Thank you, everyone. Again, my name is Chandru. Thank you so much for you to be here. Okay, I really appreciate your time here. This is a really great session. I really love to see your course in OpenLearning. Okay, if you start, feel free to contact us. Let's make history together. Okay, in the meanwhile, stay safe. Okay, always wear mask. Wash your hands frequently, and please don't go out. Okay, all right. Bye, everyone.